Thank all the people who have spoken, my colleague that have spoken. May God bless you guys. You guys have brought out a lot of points that the thing is a full basket they throw for ground. I want to thank the people out there listening to us, the subscribers of Niger Watch. I want to thank you all and all that protocol observe. I want to say something here. My first point is this. The UK government is aiding and abetting. Let's be straight. One, let me picture it out for you guys to see. One, there is no government around the world that we see a citizen. Another country has told them that is terrorizing their country and the fact was not brought forward. And yet, they took him to court and the court said he should be free. The highest court in the land said he should be free. And the so-called British country, they are still docile. My brother, America cannot allow a citizen to face any judicial situation in a country that there is an uprising, in a country where the corruption rate has blown the roof off. America will never allow that citizen to be tried over there. They would rather take the citizens down to their country and try their citizen by themselves. And all of that facts should be brought forward by the so-called country. Look at what happened in China. A Chinese American citizen was held as a spy for well over 5-6 years. America was still standing their ground that that country should be released. At last, what happened? They have to do a substitute, a prison substitute within the Chinese and the Americans. And that's what they do. Just for them to bring those citizens back. There were more than 3. They brought them back. That is a country that cares, that stands its ground. Was any means possible, my citizen should come back. For the British country, I am saying I'm standing my ground. They are aiding and abetting because the highest court in the land of Nigeria have said this man is not guilty, should go scot-free. Why should the lower court dispute the fact of the highest court? It is never done in any part of the world. Quote me anywhere. Anybody should come here and defend or go against what I'm saying. No country in the world with the highest court speaking that this judgment is yea, and this judgment, the person should go. And the lower court will call back that case and said, what the higher court said is wrong. We are not going to obey it. So, my brother, let nobody speak on that subject anymore. The British are aiding and abetting what is going on in Nigeria. And I want to say here again to everyone, what is happening? Nigeria is in crisis. What I've been saying this for a long time, that what they're after is your mineral resources. And as we are speaking right here, the Chinese are tilling your soil, taking away many things that you don't know about. They our own people, they are tilling the soil too, taking all the minerals, selling it and saving it in Dubai. They are taking your gold. You don't know any amount of gold that is coming in. They are taking your uranium. A lot of things. You are taking stealing your oil. You don't know anything going on in your country. The country is in a state, it's like in a state of war. But not practically done, but they are making it in such a way that there will be an unrest in the country. Do you think that the government don't know that they need to tighten their security? They will never do that. Because if they do that, this whole secret, this whole hulabaloo will be revealed to every Nigerian. And you know that most African countries, they don't want to disseminate information to their citizens because they are involved in every criminality, most African government, in every criminality to bring down their own countries. I want to go to the issue of Peter Obi. Many of us, I beg to make this statement, an apology to anyone that it might affect. Many of us do not know the problem that is going on in Nigeria very well. Very, very, very well. A man that is involved in the whole situation came to the press. But before I proceed on that, in a civilized world, there is always someone that will say no. The other person will say yes. But that does not mean that the youth are down, the youth are the problem. That does not mean that Nigeria is the problem. Nigerians are the problem of Nigeria. We already know the problem of Nigeria. So let us stick on the issue and stop diverting attention to areas that, if you don't solve the major problem of Nigeria, those areas will not come down and conform to doing the right thing. One, the issue of Nigeria, somebody mentioned here again, he diverted attention to what happened in Lagos State, where one of the governorship aspirants, Funsho Williams, was taken down. My brother, the situation of Nigeria, a country, you cannot put it side by side with the situation of a state. Please, I beg you, retrieve those words. It cannot happen because we are in a dicey situation now. Any mistake from anybody can lead to a drastic uprising from different parts of the country. Because from the south, they are challenging the military. From the north, they are challenging the military. It is only the southwest or the southeast, they are challenging military. You can see all those parameters. If there is any mistake somewhere, it will lead to total breakdown. And no, there's no military nor anything that can stop it. Because if you have uprising in the north, you have uprising in the southeast, you have in the south, how do we have the capacity to bring those things down? No. Except you allowed external force to come in to assist. That is the only thing that can happen. And if they come in, it will even help in the separation of the country. Finally. So that for Peter Obi issue, please, Peter Obi came out to say, I am not leaving the party. That is the fundamental statement. And when other people come in, like I said the other time, Peter Obi is the big apple, is the big wahala in all the political parties. And they are paid, they are cell leaders all over England and Nigeria and in America to divert our attention, not to make us focus on what the government is doing wrong. They came up, oh, Peter Obi should stay. Why should somebody come out and say Peter Obi should leave? When Peter Obi himself said, I am not leaving. And come to think about it, is Nigeria not going to be part? Is like, who is going to, if Peter Obi form a party, who is going to be there? Is it not Peter Obi and Nigerians? Aren't you going? Will you not experience Judas Iscariot in that party? Look, Nigerian politicians, I told you, they will never change. They will never change. Know the pattern of the Nigerian politician, the Nigerian elite. Know their pattern. When election come now, all of us will forget their pattern. They will always go the tribalist way, the nepotism way, and the religious way. That is their three triangle they use every year. Since Nigeria was created, that is their three triangle they use. We should get that, and we should counter it and keep our brain close to all their information, because we know where they are going to. They want to distract Peter Obi. That is why Peter Obi is quiet, doing what he has planned. He's a man that if he set down his plan, he's focused. Nothing can deviate him from his plan. And his plan is very, very all right. Let him go. As he's going around to talk to people in the north, he's piling pressure on the political class that don't want us to rise up in Nigeria. That is what he's doing. That is why you see the man from Dubai now, Atiku, ran back to tell us in disguise that they want to attend a PDP meeting. That is a lie. The whole table is turning, and Peter Obi is going in for Peter Obi to sit down to break fast, a non-Muslim to break fast with them and eat the food and give the same with the same spoon with a young Nigerian. I have not seen it in the north before. Even most of these people, they will not do it because they are scared of their own life itself. They are scared of their own shadow. Peter Obi was feeding with the same spoon with the great Nigerian boy from the north. He was feeding with the same spoon. That's to show you the level of love, the in-depth of love this man has for everyone that this so-called Nigerian government and the elite want to pull down. So we should just focus on Peter Obi, what he's doing, and we should pray that, because everything about the election of Labour Party is null and void. Just get that right. If you don't understand it, go into that constitution, you get it right. Abude know himself. If he has the ball, let him come outside and inaugurate. Who is going to inaugurate the ESCO that is just that they said they want? Who is going to inaugurate them? So these are the things we should understand. And I want to go to Afebwai. Afebwai is just a police. He has been assigned to follow up what this other man that spoke yesterday of Peter Obi that spoke about Peter Obi that we spoke yesterday. What is his name? This lawyer. I forgot the one that ran from APC to PDP, from PDP to APC. The lawyer. I forgot his name. Skip my memory. They are doing that because this man has set the template. Like I said here, there's a plan. They want to distract us so that we focus on them. And they'll just oppose it with Obi syndrome so that we'll not be talking on that and leave this present government. They'll be doing other things and jettisoning and taking our destiny and throwing it to the lagoon. That is what they are doing. If we don't follow them, they'll continue to do that. I will talk another issue, but I beseech every one of us out there, please let us focus in building a government, and let us see Peter Obi. He has a plan, he's following through his plan, and he will get to the bottom of it. He is piling, what he's doing now is piling pressure. And when there is pressure, there is a limit to that pressure. The balloon, if the pressure is too much, the balloon will burst open. That is what Peter Obi is doing now. Let us allow him to do it. The political play in Labour Party, that one is a done deal. No matter what, if they come up, oh, I have two chairmen, don't worry. We are not focused. As long as Peter Obi is on the ticket, nothing can stop us. We continue to go and continue. For him to move to PDP, that is an aberration. That should be thrown into the lagoon. For him to form a new political party, it is not easy, my brothers and sisters. In Nigerian atmosphere, it is not easy to build the momentum again from another political party. Please, let us be inside, rectify Labour Party and move on. It's the leadership of Labour Party. You can even take it. Obi can take it, but let the ground, let the foundation be laid. Obi will take it. Let us just focus and let us allow him to do what he has planned, and the other party experts have planned, and they are focusing on it, how they will get the alignment in the north to align with the south and other parts of the country so that we all can focus. This is all about education. Like I said here, we must educate the Nigerian voters. Every one of us must know the patterns of Nigerian politicians. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch. I will speak on other issue for the second round. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everything you do. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you specially. Now you give me courage where I take come. I just say I don't come late before. Thank you so much, Mommy Diaspora. Madam Irene, finest, greetings to you. Our friends in the panel, Oga Jonathan, the economic submission is top notch. I hear you to Nigeria yesterday. It was very, very deep discussion. And again today.
You know that, sorry that I have to call, do you know that conversation where Mr. Jonathan to Naija get yesterday. I received call for that conversation, but I not go there. And that na deep conversation where both of them get yesterday night or late minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was just going on and on and on. I was just listening at the background, you know. It was very deep and enriching. And I even like her to just give them time, make them they talk, they go. Be like say nobody did the panel again. And it was very rich. Dr. Ken, I see you. Mr. Odua, I beg no knock me oh. Mr. Odua, your submission very funny, but quiet, enriching. Thank you so much. Black Panther, I see all of you now. Again, CBD. Again, CBD, thank you very much for the this thing that you display. You see, this is how a family should be. No matter how we argue, no matter how intense the argument is, you know, in a very short while, we will start talking again as if nothing happened. I think that should be the spirit. And thank you so much. And yeah, thank everybody. You see, this topic when I just start now, I don't want to talk about that, but as that one don't enter table, I think I just have to quickly say one or two things about it. If we all don't know, it is issues like this, the one we are discussing now. This was the law Obama was trying to foster on Goodluck Jonathan that Goodluck Jonathan refused. That was the origin, the beginning of the conflict. Because immediately Jonathan refused in 2013 or 2014, that was where his problem started. And other African presidents, they were now bold to also resist the US. So because they couldn't get Obama to Jonathan to do it, then the problem with Jonathan started, and they now start bringing in everything, different things, different things, in order to just bring that man down. But today we can see what's going on in the society. But personally, if you look at this subset of people, I don't just know how to say it. Usually, I used to have mixed feelings about them because there are some that are actually genuinely, if I say genuinely, as in that is how they were created. But the ones I frown at are the ones that want to change themselves, maybe for some gains or things like that. Because there are people they give birth to. They will have the male and the female organ at the same time. So those kind of people, what can you say about those? That's obviously not their fault. That was how they were created. You know, there are people like that, and there are also some people they don't have the male organ. They have the male organ. They don't have a female organ, but they will have a female breast. You know, and that's how they will grow up. You don't have to do a lot of surgery to correct those things. It's like for those people, you cannot really blame them for how they were created, how they came to the world. But the subset of the people that I think are dangerous are those ones. We're not dangerous, that have missed it, that we shouldn't allow the youth to emulate, are those ones that are just trying to do it by themselves, trying to change who they are. I don't know. It's somehow, but like they will say in the States, they will say eventually everybody have their choice. But when your choice begin to trample on other people's choice, then those kind of choices will have to be critically examined. That's my view about that. Then moving on, concerning the issue of corruption. No, before I talk about that, is it there's this analogy Mr. Nanjawach was making about people's character. You know, in our language, it is said that you cannot be the judge of your character. It's like clothes. If you finish washing your clothes, you sun your clothes outside. It is people that are passing by that will say, ah, this cloth just clean or this cloth not clean. It is not you that will determine whether the clothes you sun outside is clean, whether they are clean or not. It is the judgment of the people. The same thing with character. It's people that will tell you this person character get as e be, this one character get as e be. So that's just it. Then talking about what's it called now? Corruption. You see, the way I see corruption is this: if you give people the opportunity, the tendency is that Majority of the people in the society, they want to do something that is wrong. I think that's the angle Mr. Black Panther was trying to elucidate. The people will always want to do what is wrong. That's why you have laws. That's why you have the courts. That's why you have the law enforcement agencies to always put people in check. And it is the responsibility of the states to make sure that these laws are implemented. So if the states implement this law appropriately, eventually people will learn to do the right thing, or they will be forced to do the right thing. As long as the state is sleeping on its hours, the state is not doing what it's supposed to do, and definitely the society will go into chaos and go into pandemonium, go into confusion. So the state has the monopoly of violence. It is only the state that can sentence somebody to buying and it will be obeyed. It is only the state that can do that, and nothing will happen. So they have the monopoly, they have the power of life and buying in their hands. So they are responsible for ensuring sanity in the society. In short, the origin of state and country, because those days people would just be living in a society of lizards where you can do whatever you like. But when the people in the society they decide that okay, we have to hand over our power, everybody hand over your power to a central body that will use that power for the benefit of all of us. As long as the state is not prepared to use that power, people will just keep doing what is wrong. And at the end of the day, if they are not corrected, if they are not punished, I mean, it will just encourage more people to continue doing that. Take, for example, now, this WhatsApp group Mr. Nanjawash was talking about. Before, when the rule started, I have violated that rules not once, not twice. But eventually, after many punishment, I now learned, now become very, very careful. And if you even watch the rate of postage of external link on that group has reduced drastically compared to what it used to be like 2, 3 years ago when the rule started. So that is just the thing with the Nigerian state. People will always be the people they are. People will be corrupt. People will want to do the wrong things. People will want to help themselves. Or if the state is not strong enough to enforce the power that has been donated to the state, then the state will just be in total chaos. Now, for corruption, the reason I just laugh when we think about when we talk about corruption in our country. See, people, it's never going to end. There's a concept of minimum wage in every developed society. They look at the society and say this is the minimum wage that is needed for any person to live without having to steal. That is why if you cannot earn up to the minimum wage, the government will have a way of supporting you. By so doing, if you fall short of the law, you'll be punished appropriately. Like that man said that he left his heart at home. Yeah, because if you see even the symbol of justice in Nigeria, it's a woman that is blindfolded. So it means you are not supposed to see who you are passing judgment on. They don't pass judgment based on emotion. That's why they have minimum wage, so that there will be no need to complain. And even if if things become expensive, the government would on their own increase minimum wage without too much riot, without too much fracas. But in Nigeria, what's the case? How can you, in all sincerity, let's just be honest, how can any person, any family survive with even 100,000 naira in Nigeria? How is that going to be possible? When we are paying people 30,000, 35,000, and we don't even pay them on time, and we expect them not to do what they are supposed to dip their hands in the till, it's not going to be possible. If you want to build a society, you must build the society with laws. You cannot be increasing for increasing everything. Just wake up and be doing whatever you like, and minimum wage is not increasing. And you are surprised that the people are helping themselves. It's not going to be possible unless if we just want to remain as a joke, just like as we are now, because we take everything just like that. And moreover, if we are talking about the people, the office workers, people moving files here and there, yes, the people at the top, they can't even do those people anything because the ones they are doing is even worse. They themselves are worse off. That is why they don't have the willpower. It's just occasionally they look for one scapegoat to show example. Look at the governor of Kano State, Ganduje. He was caught on camera. The Babariga mobile banking system loading US dollars in his Babariga. And after that, the EFCC said they cannot probe him because he's a governor. Now, when he ended his tenure as a governor, he was rewarded as national chairman of the APC. And they are looking for somebody that has stolen 1 naira to send to jail to show as an example. Well, I don't know how we think things like that can work. Take El-Rufai, for example. Look at the debt he left behind. Do you know that El-Rufai, the part of the $350 million loan he took, if you see the breakdown, you just weep for Nigeria. That if somebody like El-Rufai, that you would think ordinarily will be strict, just look at the way he spent, to the extent they spent $35 million in trying to improve tax collection in his states. 350 million just like that on just administration. There is some buying office paper, buying this, trying to contact this, just like that. That was how $350 million was blown. At the end of the day, we turn around, we want to blame the people that gave them the loan. They gave you the loan. Did they say you should spend the loan on frivolities? That's not what they gave you the loan to develop your country, to develop your state, to help your people. So if you choose to spend the loan on whatever you choose to, it becomes your problem. Because I saw a lot of people blaming the what do they call them? This international IMF, blaming them for giving our politicians loan. Is it only our politicians they give loan to? They give loan to government all over the world. It's a politician that has chosen to spend the loan on whatever they feel is okay for them. Then for Fubara and Wike, personally, I don't give a damn about Wike because if Wike had not played the role he played during that election, I'm very sure if we had just Rivers, Lagos, and Benue, if we got the real vote from those places with the rigging and the switching up of beavers, we would have still won the election. But be that as it may, I don't even see Fubara as a better person because I'm surprised now that the person is spent 8 years helping to siphon River State money. Still the same person is castigating today. Did you not know that this is how Wike was?
So sorry, bros. I want to ask you a question. That $320 million, how you just spend your money finish? 50. How you just spend and finish?
You see, out of the loan where that guy collect, you see that 350 million inside there. He didn't spend that part of that loan on anything tangible. Everything was just on administration. There was one, they spent $25 million in trying to study, how to bring about development. They spent another $35 million trying to study how to improve tax collection.
Jesus Christ.
That one a daylight robbery.
That all people
in Kaduna State, daylight robbery.
So if you just, because I'm surprised, I remember when El-Rufai was FCT minister, I happened to be in Abuja then. I was living there then. Here's the same man. They will say that if this demolition Wike is doing, this one is child's play. And the time El-Rufai was doing that his demolition in Abuja, there was no fear. There was this talk of Igbophobia was not there. Because to be honest, then majority of those places El-Rufai demolished in Abuja, they belong to Igbos, not because it was Igbophobia then, in all honesty, but because majority of those buildings they were sited in places where they were not supposed to.
Round up in 2 minutes, sir. 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Abuja had a master plan then. So some of these places, they instead of living area, they turned them to entertainment places like clubhouse and places where people go and drink with women and stuff like that. So that's the same way we find that has turned everything around. So as of Fubara and Wiki, for me, I have zero sympathy for Fubara. It's people like this that you can never trust. You finish fighting for them, they will turn around and use that power against whoever it is. Today is Wiki, tomorrow. Because we've experienced it before in Edo State now. We saw it before in Edo State. They cry that they are being oppressed. They cry that they are saying their godfather is telling them to bring money for them to share. At the end of the day, you follow them to fight their godfather. And that same money, the same way you bring me on and share, they're not going to see them again. You that you were fighting for your godfather, the same you refuse to swear part of assembly people in. You are running the state with how many members? 7 members. Depriving other constituency, 14 constituency of the state.
Edo State do am now.
Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm referring to. I don't just want to mention his name so that we don't turn this into local politics. I'm just using Fubara to give that example. That people like that will cry. They know the way the person is. Fubara didn't campaign. I'm sure nobody heard of Fubara during that campaign. It was Wike that campaigned for him all through. The other people that were more qualified, is it not the same wicked? This is dictatorship power. That's the same power he used in stopping all of them for Fubara to emerge. Because Fubara was the only one that agreed with him.
And whether they voted Fubara or not, he would have just put him there.
He put Fubara, even Fubara was not qualified. When Wike was using his satanic power to bring him, to give him the ticket and to make him governor, he agreed. He agreed everything.
He agreed now because he swear a oath of silence now.
Yeah, he swear the oath of silence. The other people that didn't agree with Wike, those ones were bad people. Now you are now in power. Wike is using the same power against you. You are crying out as if you are innocent. He's not innocent at all. It's the other people.
He did wrong also by trying to tribalize that thing and make Ijaw people now come and stand for him and all that.
That is the way out now. If you not tribalize them, how you go get sense? Not be so Nigerian politicians be. All of them are the same thing.
That Wike wanted to sign the same agreement with, those ones refused that. No, this is how you want me to come and be the governor. I can't do this with you. Let's go and fight. But Fubara agreed. Because if Fubara has rejected like the other people, that would have forced Wike to make sure that everybody goes to primary. That was why I brought Fubara to
But I want to ask this question, no. Why is it that anytime a government official gets to power, he breaks people's house that have approval from government?
That's what we say. It's shameful and it's disgraceful. That is why the way I always look at these things, irrespective of what the common people are doing, I always hold the government accountable. Because for a society to become a sane society, it only takes the government to do the right thing. And the people will naturally just fall in place. See, Lee Kuan Yew, he said the way he stopped corruption in this guy Singapore. He said he just told everybody, he didn't even say anything. He just started using the people in power as example. The people in power. If he sees a director that is richer than his salary scale, he will send that director away. So by just doing that alone, corruption dropped down to more than 60%. That the other 40% was just stubborn people that they have to deal with. As long as people in power are corrupt, how can you tell the people under you not to do what you are doing? Then lastly, Mr. Anjao, sorry if I still have 30 seconds. Concerning the way Nigeria is currently structured, it's not going to work. I think somebody was talking about a federal system.
God bless you, sir.
Dr. Ken, I think Dr. Ken, yeah. If there is no country in the world as diverse as Nigeria that is running the kind of system Nigeria is running. Every diverse country in the world, they are running a federal system. But it is only Nigeria. We expect to do it our way and expect to see change. Not until we get that leader that is willing. Even Tinubu now, before he came to power, was enough Nadeko No be this this federal waiting they talk. So this parliamentary system, regional, no be waiting Tinubu and co dey
Yes,
fight
now
for.
what in they fight for be that now?
Now waiting they tell no Tinubu now. That's to tell you that these people know the right thing to make Nigeria work. Now waiting they fight military for. Say military must devolute power just like we are talking now. Regional governments. We are different nationalities. I think it was Dr. Ken that was making that point. We are different nationalities. Yes, we can live together, but we can live together while living differently. The lifestyle of the people from the south is different from that of the east, different from that of the north. The east, for
And
example,
bros, sorry, and bros, if you look at India, they are practicing regional government, parliamentary system,
that is what
and it's
I'm
working
saying.
fine.
That is
And
India.
people will come here and say it failed. They never tell me why it failed. It never failed.
It is not about we can be 1 million tribes. You can speak different language. Like in India, that's exactly how it is. But they are practicing federal system. It is only federal system that can keep divided people together. Because in federal system, you just only have the federal government controlling immigration. Even now, immigration, like in Canada, states also have a role to play in immigration. They control immigration and defense. That's what federal government does. Then the
region for America they have a role in their border defense too. The state.
Yeah.
A Black Panther, during the time we will take go sleep, I beg.
Yeah, bros. Mr. Naija, okay, conclude. Then I'll tell Mr. Naija.
Mr. Vincent.
Yes, sir.
Please, I want to talk to Black Panther. Black Panther, you know, here we are here to make friends and not enemies, okay?
Yeah.
Before una make friend,
Mr. Black Panther, can you?
Before una
make can you allow Mr. Davis to give me a number?
No problem.
Okay. Let somebody is trying to say something.
Before una exchange friend or what I want to do. This country, this country, now 2 ways. This country go settle, I know. 2 ways now it go take settle. One of them, Peter Obi did the right track. Make it just they do and the way they do and they open all of their bad ways of the whole world. They shame. As they did so, they shame for themselves. They go inside caucus, go talk saying, wow,
exactly.
This guy don't do like this. Now we go do him. All those things the season Tinubu they do, won't do Calabar to Cairo highway, coastal highway, this one now to cover face. And see say now Peter Obi don't also open say you don't discover, I don't make people know say that place where they say not people that they listen to anybody now only Hausa person they listen to. It don't make us now fallacy be that now lie. See how the people come vote all the way they gag Peter Obi campaign, all the way they do them. Still, people still come out vote. They end up, they look at saying no way. The whole thing they go do, they go publicly make sure themselves that they be criminal. They say no worry, we go bear the shame. We go strangle this thing, take on this guy hand. We don't go shame, say shame, make us not go do one. We go do one. Now the way they go, even for not some of them, I think I know say they get some campaign paper, some flyers where they can't go put Peter Obi join the article for that side. Say article Peter Obi the PDP. They join article. Just to
I saw that paper. I saw that picture.
That one could tell you say even for that side they don't see and say oh boy, it be like say this guy don't it be like disease or don't enter like virus everywhere. What you go do? Me say we just need to just
no just because make us surprise election not they only attack the man like say
they pipe pressure on them and they go soon boss.
Now that guy be the election. Let me tell you, nobody be anybody 2027. Everybody now Peter obedient. Make I tell you the thing. Today, if they say they just say okay, make Tinubu, I don't know what to go enter ahead though, but want to just enter ahead, say make a job because you know anything can happen. Make the do clear, fair, free and fair. In order the soldier, anybody they carry ballot box, just shoot them right there. No court, just kill them. Just buy them right there. Make them do. I they tell you my truth. Nationally, Peter Obi will get about 70%. Go 51 of the whole vote. They know, and you know, say what are the things also, say the old layer where we say they cause problem for this mighty country, they're not plenty again, they go. All of them don't they buy, some don't they buy, they don't they go. Their children need to think like them, even though they force their children to think like them. So come on, leave that girl. That this kind, you know, they talk kind of thing against other people. Now that person won't go marry, now that person won't go to after. The children know they think like them. So the way they do what they do now, because of say they never get their independence and fear. Once they move from that house now, they follow their mind. They know so they don't lose this old age battle. And they're not going to feel let Igbo go. God, they bless them where Igbo they bless
They're
them.
not going to let them go. Lie.
You think say they don't know say Igbo. You think say now you they know this country past all of us. They know where the Jews they come from, they drink. They know say not they not.
The vice president submit now. He said it now. That without the Igbo, Nigeria economy no go bounce.
They know that a long time. Not be that it just talking that day, but they know I'm since. If just imagine say all those container where they come, they come all those taxes they pay for Lagos State, they can't carry and put for only where they call Biafra. The country go too rich now. Do you know say if Peter Obi, if Delta State for example, say na country, and Peter Obi now be the president, do you know say we go make money until we go to donate money for other first world country, like if we be first world?
Yes.
Yeah, but even before now, when we just get independence those days, we they donate money give Britain now.
Give United Nations, not the United Nations.
We they give Britain money, they give you see we need
Japan.
to understand something.
You want to Google
they still get our money, all the one way they say Abacha keep for them.
Japan, apart from the way they thief, make I tell you one thing. Japan, as me and you they talk now, Japan still owe. It's an old age money they owe us. Nigeria borrow them money so that they will fit survive. Nigeria borrow Japan money.
After that war.
I tell you, the way they see Ukraine, they give us this thing during war. They not say not be we be this now our shadow. They look us in our shadow of ourselves. And you know one thing, they still know say we get the potential to rise past where we did before. They still know. That time now only what they call oil boom. Now we know. Granite, the pyramid of granite. We don't for a pyramid of granite ready for not. We don't neglect them. Look, if somebody like Peter Obi will be saying no go allow Chichi loss. If he enter this country, look, my brother, if like this government are even government they responsible.
Don't be making they pay me say they don't let them rules.
The North go wise if you enter, they go wise well.
It never die. A chance there. Tango say Peter Obi not be
if Obi entered there, deliver to me, Sowore and others be in good positions. My brother, Nigeria is better than America.
See people,
you go better.
Waiting federal structure they deny us of it too many. Take
Too
for
many
example, if there is federal structure, every region would struggle to develop their own region.
Now so
see, Nigeria 200 and something million people. Now only that Lagos spot we get. Island is just like Edo State. Island is like Edo State. They get two major ports, two first. They get to the international airport first. They still get
very small place. So Island, a very small place. So
I think now it be like Edo State, about 5 million people. They get two major seaports where they ship cars, everything.
But you know,
three international airports.
Mr. Chris, you remember that was the propaganda the APC put up first when it started. They say no, if Yoruba vote for Obina, Obi will go and they open the seaport of Delta, open the seaport of River State, this, that, and the Lagos State, Igbos will start going. That was the first propaganda.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that was the first propaganda. Obi said it, everybody said it. It was the paper, it was everywhere.
It has been on.
That's their deal now. Lagos for the south only. That's their satanic deal.
I want to know something here. Did the government give? Wait, make I ask you one question. Did the federal government give approval to state to start the dredging of River Niger, or what is going on?
see, it no need to be dredging of river. See, for example, in Edo State, Gile Port, they not give approval to our oga making do am. Wetin him do with this thing? He join wetin him take campaign now, but wetin our oga do? He just
Look,
leave the thing like that.
If you want to look for somebody to vote for, not the look for, I believe in say I go vote for businessman when you know how to turn 10 naira to 10,000 naira within some time, than somebody will be say he get the skill for university. When he gets skill for university, go study. Since he don't graduate, he never fit do anything by his own money when he gets. He say he want to manage another person money. Peter Obi, from waiting don't talk, the way he live a life and how he
very good point you are laying down.
This the way Nigeria look, every country in our business, the airline this when they run, it's a business. Nigeria if do carrying, they get their career, like Dubai on what we say a day. Now business, Emirates, now pure business. Nigeria will still get football club where they go for this. They can even buy club for England. The country, if you buy Chelsea, because he won't make money, not because he won't promote their own.
They earn foreign exchange.
He go the end, then he go they make money with players. They bring up inside Nigeria. Look, we need a businessman when you go because the place with this way now to get money, we not get money, we're poor. So we need to go do business, trade, and bring money. Our land. That arable land where Peter Obi they always sing like music where they release every weeknight they release the music.
They don't know.
Bros, not say we poor. You said the Nigerians, whether leaders I call they say they poor for brain. Not be say we poor. No, the people that are there poor for brain.
You know that if Obi had won, many people abroad supposed to bring back money to Nigeria. Come and invest. And I just supposed to have nice money from abroad.
Correct.